Hello and welcome. My name is Ashley Saunders and I'm going to be taking you on a bit of a virtual tour of the blog I had to create for a short course called Digital Literacy offered by the Stellenbosch University. It was specifically aimed at education students so that we could learn how to incorporate technology in the classroom. I really had fun creating this blog and I hope that this comes through in this video. I've got various things I need to talk about, such as why I chose this host. I'm going to be discussing a few of the posts, how I interacted with other people, my experience of this, and then I'm going to talk a bit about the course in general and how it affected me and how it helped me. So yeah, I just want to apologize in advance for my internet. It seems to have been a bit slow today. Hopefully that won't affect your viewing experience, but I'm just going to try push on and see how it goes, and hopefully everything's alright. So, this is Jax. As you can see, I did choose Jax as my blog host. I had many reasons why I chose it. First of all, I needed a free blog host because I am a student and my budget is quite tight. But as you all know, there are many free blog sites, and it was quite difficult to choose which one I wanted. I was originally going to go for something called Wix, but then I found out that Wix isn't actually mobile friendly unless you're quite technologically inclined and know exactly what you're doing. It's very difficult to create a mobile friendly website, and as you know, everyone's on their cell phones and their tablets nowadays, and having a mobile friendly blog is actually a must. So I'm not a technological guru, so I decided no, that wasn't for me. I also like things that aren't quite so stark and symmetrical and ordered. So I decided not to go for something like WordPress or Blogger where everything is sort of in one line going down like that. I don't know, I just find it very sparse for my liking. I know a lot of other people really love it, and I'm sure it is a really great blog. It just wasn't for me. So that left me with Weebly and Jax. Weebly also, you kind of get that horizontal going downwards look, but it's a little bit, you can play around with it a little, and apparently you can make quite a few adjustments to it, and there are web tutorials, so if you don't know how to do it, it's been around for a while and a lot of people have made videos to help you do that, so that was quite cool. But as you can see, I decided to go with Jax. My reason being is that I personally like the way it looks. I know it can look a bit cluttered, and when you first look at it, you could freak out maybe because it's not in the traditional blog format, and it is actually made for photos as well, and videos and quotes and things like that. So it's not just for articles, which I like because, like I said, I'm not a technological guru, and all those features are sort of incorporated, so I don't have to, try and find out how to embed videos in the post. I just embed the videos, or it embeds it automatically for me, which I thought was fantastic. I added this video to my blog. It's made by the Jaxsters, or the Jaxers, sorry, and they're the people who control Jax. You can see it wasn't created by me because it has their name underneath, and then it was posted on that date. And then also here's something else that was posted by someone else to my interest. Yeah, and the reason why I included that was so that you could see why, or what Jax can do, and then maybe you'd see why I really like it. Yeah, I also posted another thing. Sorry, I'm going to quickly scroll down, so please don't get a head rush. My internet would work. There, you can get a quick scroll down of my blog. Okay, so here you can see I've created a post called Choosing the Perfect Host. That's basically the journey I went on as to why I chose Jax. I'm not going to go too much into it because I only have 15 minutes to do this video, and I tend to waffle, so I'm rather going to skip that and go straight to the pros and cons of Jax and my experience of using Jax. So we're going to go back to the top. Something that has been a bit frustrating, so I'm going to talk about the cons first. Something that has been a bit frustrating is that thing. So you'll notice that I wasn't necessarily doing anything when it moved down, and what can happen is I'll try click something like there, and then automatically that will come up. It gets quite frustrating. Also, I've noticed that sometimes when I load my page, I need to refresh it because it'll just be a blank screen, and that can be quite frustrating, and when I first saw it, I thought I'd lost my entire blog archive, and I freaked out a bit. But I just refreshed it twice, I think, and then it was fine. And funny enough, the more I've added, the less it's needed to be refreshed. So I don't know if that's just a glitch in the system or what, but that does happen. Um, Something that a lot of people won't like, which, like I said, I do like, is the structure. It seems a bit higgledy-piggledy when you first look at it, but there is quite a methodical approach to it. So I'll show you now. This is my main website, or yeah, main home website, if you want to call it that. My blog's called Might Makes Right. I probably should have told you that in the beginning. And then the really cool thing is you can actually see what what it's about and who I made it for. So I said I made it for, where is it? Sorry. I made it for learners so that they can find credible information, but I mainly made it for young teachers like myself who are just getting started, because I feel that we often need some guidance. I know I did, and hopefully my experiences can help other people. So this is the main home page, and then you saw, as I scrolled down earlier, you saw all my posts. Then the really cool thing about Jackson, you can see, sorry to interrupt myself, it's all chronological order. So you can see I posted that one yesterday, and it's posted by me, and there's the date. And then there, 17th of September, 18th of September, 17th. So it sort of goes down, and yeah, as it goes down, it'll go chronologically. Now, here's the really cool thing, the thing that keeps popping up. So this is something miscellaneous, specifically English, simply life orientation, and speaking isiXhosa. These are the pages I was able to create in my JAX, which I thought was really cool. So basically all the information is organized into these 4 pages. These 3 over here, English, life orientation, and Xhosa, are the subjects that I teach in high school. They're my subject specialization fields, so that's why they've got their own separate pages. And then this one over here, the miscellaneous one, is just random general stuff about teaching and how we can use technology in the classroom. So that's why I included that, because that's the main focus of the course. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for it to load. I discussed the pros and cons with you. I discussed my audience. This theme in the info I wanted to include, like I said, was just teaching related, specifically resources for my subjects. And then also, yeah, things that we question the way, you'll see the video over here. It sort of questions the way we teach things and what we're teaching and how we're teaching. And I sort of focused on that as well, because I don't necessarily know if the education system is the right one for the 21st century anymore. And yes, other things that I focused on were the experience I had or the experiences that I had using technology in the classroom, and I tried to upload some of the things I did and maybe give some advice. I'd say I did a bit of minor reflection, and I got some feedback from the learners on some of the things I did. So that was really cool. I'll take you through that in a minute. Yeah, I feel like this blog reflects my own personality in terms of the fact that it's just fun and creative and funky and a bit all over the place, which if you meet me you'll understand that's what I am. But at the same time there's order within the chaos. So that is what I tried to do. You'll see as you go along, the content of my blogs, like I said, is usually about teaching and what we teach. So for example, this one is should we teach referencing in high school. I discussed that. I won't say I discussed it in depth, but I just gave my opinion and said why I think that we should be doing it, and then I gave some references of different references for different referencing styles. Then I did my best to sort of stimulate dialogue with the posts. This didn't work too well. I'm trying to find a article where I know for a fact that I did do it. I think it was in this one. What I tried to do is, the nice thing about JAX, and possibly the not nice thing as well, is it's very much like Facebook in terms of the fact that if you're not a member of JAX, you can't comment on the post. The reason they did that is so that if you sort of can't, or if someone's abusive or says the wrong thing, they can just kick them off JAX, and there's a little bit of what do you call it? There's a lot of monitoring. Oh, another nice thing about JAX, by the way, is that it doesn't support adverts. So I'm just gonna see. This is what I mean. You sometimes have to refresh, and it gets quite frustrating. Oh, there we are. It's working again. Okay, so that was a really cool thing about Jux, is the lack of adverts, which as a potential teacher is going to be quite important. And I can see already that I'm going to have to do 2 videos because it's taking so long now. I'm back and I've given up on what to do in exams, that post, so I've come to another post which we found in specifically English, which I am actually really proud about. It's about the need to teach outdated textbooks in literature. So I'm just scrolling down, but you'll see at the end, I'll say, if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to tweet me on, and there's my Twitter handle. The reason why I did that, like I said, is for those people who don't actually have Jux, then they can still sort of get hold of me and we can still have a conversation about it. And that sort of leads me into what I try to do to get people involved in my blog. Not gonna lie, this has probably been the most difficult task of blogging. I'm gonna take you to my Twitter page. So I posted about my new blog quite a few times, and it's really cool. I got 1 retweet, so that was really fun. Also Facebooked about it. I got 1 like. So you see, I'm getting very, very sparse sort of replies. I don't know if that's just the world of bloggers. I also, emailed the person for Inspire South Africa, and here's his reply. So I did post the replies on my blog though, or the messages on my blog, so you can see that at a later point. What else should I tell you about? Oh, you'll notice that there are a lot of graphics in my blogs. Most of them, if they don't have a site like a citation or something, I took them. Like for example, this I took. These are my books, and that's my frame, and that's my carpet. So I really tried to be creative with making graphics and stuff because I didn't want to have to keep referencing. And the whole idea with Jux is that you use a lot of visual tools, and that's what I liked about it. And it actually gave me more confidence with my photographic skills because I'm not the best, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I played around, I played with Pixar, and that's how I got all the funky sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, touch-ups on the photos. So that was really fun. Another really cool thing with Jux is you can do something like little, what do you call it, quotes. There we are. So if the English language made any sense, lackadaisical would have something to do with the shortage of flowers. So I thought that was really cute. And so yeah, you can write your own quotes. I'm really proud of this. This is a post that I created. So in the course we learned about Screencast-O-Matic. And so sorry, this might take a while, but I'll tell you about what I did. There we are. Okay. I hope you have another annoying feature about it. Okay, so you can see I sort of created a Screencast-O-Matic, and you can watch it when you have a bit more time. And it was about answering questions and Lord of the Flies, I think it was chapter 5. And the really cool thing about Jux is that you can create the post underneath your video. So I uploaded that to YouTube as well, and then I got my teacher to give me feedback on on the lesson I gave, and here you can see the URL to her feedback. So it was just a voice recording, but then I wanted to upload it to YouTube, so I had to put a picture behind it, so the picture you see is actually a picture of her. So I thought that was quite cool, and I must say I'm really proud of this. My mentor teacher was really happy that I could do this, and she actually wants me to teach her. So I thought that was really cool as well. What else would I like to show you? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here for now and take you to or do a second one, because as I said before, I tend to waffle. But yeah, I'd rather get through everything and show you everything so you know where to find everything, and then yeah, hopefully you can fully appreciate my blog. So I'll chat to you later. Bye bye.